Welcome back to another video. It is your boy Wedo. Today we are reacting to Twitch CEO response is terrible. And the response he is going to be saying right here, or showing right here, is about the incident that happened at Twitchcon where Amy, however you want to call her, she literally got assaulted at Twitchcon by a dude in front of everybody after she had reached out to them and showed them her concerns about security and things that had been going on before in past TwitchCons and past events. And she said she was not able to bring her own security, and look what happened with their security. So hey, let's get right into it. Let me hold you no longer.
Representatives last night were out partying.
She's speaking about Dan Clancy himself,
Okay.
by the way.
Which is the Twitch CEO.
Alright
guys, it's gonna be a pretty short video really because I just want to break down Dan Clancy's response. I don't want to milk this entire situation, but it was the most baffling thing I've ever seen in my entire life that just had to talk about it. In all reality, once you see what he said, him actually saying nothing and ignoring SA would have been a better response than what you're about to witness.
And others. Obviously, we saw one Twitch streamer yesterday, Amaru, get assaulted by a male fan.
Which is fucking crazy. Like I'm telling you guys, she had already voiced her concerns about security on their events from past incidents that had been going on, and it was still ignored. It's almost like, fuck that, we don't care, you're just another streamer, why do you feel entitled? That's what it feels like. And now look at the consequences, man.
A lot of streamers have, especially female streamers, have talked about, you know, the danger that they...
I mean, bro, it is a lot of weird people out there, and for someone to already have told you that and then it happens, it's almost like the universe trying to tell you, look, if you don't want to listen to words, here's what the fuck is gonna happen. Yes, we're gonna show you that it can happen even if you think they're just exaggerating.
They feel from these sort of toxic, I guess, parasocial kind of creeps. What are you guys doing to prioritize safety? Because I know also a bunch of Twitch content creators said that they were too scared.
Because like she said, like the person that got attacked, she said, imagine smaller streamers who have a lower budget or no budget at all for security. How do they deal with that? They just have to take it to the chin and move on, or not show up to the event, which it literally makes their career harder to excel if they're not over here networking with other streamers.
To even come to TwitchCon this year, just in case something like what happened yesterday with...
See what I'm saying?
Content creators said that they were too scared to even come to TwitchCon this year, just in case something like what happened yesterday would happen.
The safety of our creators is the top priority. The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society. It's not limited to Twitch. It extends throughout our society. I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't want engaging with you and participating with you aren't there, okay?
So right off the bat,
Okay, I get that in the internet, but when you're in person, these people are crazy, man. Imagine you ban them. What you think they're gonna do if they really want to go ahead and see you? They're gonna show up in person, and what are you gonna do? Ban them? Ban them after you guys did not wanna even let someone bring their own security? I don't think you're gonna ban another streamer or person that's coming there.
instantly deflecting from taking any sort of blame. He doesn't even take an inkling of accountability. The reality of the situation is your Twitch staff messed up, and you're telling me to my face that this is an issue that everywhere is faced online? Yes, obviously that is a case. That's a problem with anybody.
The internet. But when you are throwing an event, you are in control of the people that show up to your event or that are able to go into your event. So who is the responsibility? whose responsibility is that? Who's responsible for that? The person in charge of the event.
Who has any type of clout, any type of fame, anybody that's well known. They're gonna have creeps, they're gonna have weirdos, they're gonna have people like this doing these weird things. But let's talk about your platform in specific and what you're going to do moving forward and how you're going to do things, along with the fact that he does end up talking about his platform, but he doesn't put it on him, anybody else. He puts it on the creator. It's the creator's fault, because apparently they can ban and curate their own community. So if there's a creep in there, just ban them. What about the creeps that lurk and don't type anything? What about the creeps that are
just watching, like I said? And if you're banning them, you think they're just gonna be happy? No, they are weird people out there that will literally try to do anything because of that to get back at you.
It's gonna get banned and make a new account. All those people, I guess, just don't exist in his
Because
eyes.
they feel like, oh, they banned me, oh, they got something against me. Bro, I don't know what's going on with this society, man.
Because he's a prime A deflector and a prime A victim blamer.
It's very different, when I use other short form content and people say all sorts of stuff. Well, I can't stop that. But when I live stream, they basically don't bother me. Now, what happened yesterday obviously was something that we care deeply about, securing this environment. We're looking very closely at everything that happened there, and I care deeply about Emmy. She's a friend of mine, and so I want to see how we can support her. This is just something we have to keep working on. I think everyone identifies our tools in terms of trust and safety as the leaders in the industry about helping creators, but that means there's always more work to be done, because that's the world we live in now.
I want y'all to be aware, all of these platforms have the exact same tools. TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. As a YouTuber myself, yes, I'm able to ban people. I'm able to remove people's comments. Still gonna be able to see my videos, but you won't be able to see their comments. They won't be able to have an opinion, and they'll basically be away in his eyes. But that doesn't really stop anything. Just like if you were a TikToker, you truly wanted to ban and block a lot of comments, people saying rude things, people being creepy about you, that's not really stopping anything. Same thing on Twitch. If I just ban somebody, there's still this new thing called making a new account. There's still this thing called being a weird stalker, going on other platforms to track and look at this person. Even if we specifically
Bro, they want to watch your stuff, know what you're doing, they will find a way to do it.
just stay on Twitch in this scenario, and we try to build to make sure there are no creeps in the
Creepy stalker vibes, bro.
community. He does understand that there are different types of weird people. There are weird people that portray themselves as a nice person in order to get close and in order to do weird stuff. Like, there's just so much wrong was being said. I cannot fully even like tear into it because this video would be an hour long. Just know he's a complete idiot and a bumbling buffoon for basically pointing the finger at you, the creator, who has to deal with weird stalkers, and saying it's your fault because you should have just clicked the ban button, as if that's not something that a lot of people do. You don't have to be the biggest streamer that people banned who are weirdos. It's beyond dumb. On the fact that he is talking about he deeply cares about Emiru and is worried about her safety and is looking closely to make sure that everything goes right. That is a blatant lie. I mean, if you've seen how the situation has been handled at all, and if you haven't heard everything that there is to be said about it, I definitely would recommend watching her video recounting the situation. It's beyond sad and just a full mess on how Twitch's part treats everything. But Dan Clancy in specific, calling out the fact that he is her friend, he deeply cares about her. Yet we have clips like the one I showed at the beginning of Asmongold and Emiru not actually saying a name, but Asmon saying a name, talking about this man was out partying when trying to deal with the aftermath of someone being SA'd at his event.
The head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch.
Wow. Yep, that was who. I was gonna leak it to my friend, but I guess I don't have to now.
Later the same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't.
That's who they were.
But I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying.
She's speaking about Dan Clancy himself,
Okay.
by the way. Was out partying at an influencer event while this was happening.
Sorry,
I'm just gonna assume it's a prerequisite to be a part of Twitch staff that you have to be a chronic liar. From Dan Clancy to their post that they made on Twitter, at no point in time could anyone tell a cohesive story or even tell a true story, yet wants to look at you and tell you that they are going to be the ones to keep you safe.
Demi had posted earlier today that I guess this fan was allowed to cross multiple barriers at TwitchCon. Why should streamers trust Twitch to keep them safe?
Bro, see what I'm talking about? You can literally see in the clip that the security is like feet away from the streamer, when in reality they should be right there next to him in case anything happens. Because the person that did that literally went in the line, skipped everybody, and then rushed over to her and did that. Grabbed her. For you guys that don't know, he grabbed her and tried to kiss her, bro.
Think about TwitchCon, because I feel like simultaneously this has been such a secure event to the point that even like journalists have had struggled. Like, you know, it is very secure, but here's this man that just walks up and is somehow able to bypass all these things. So why should they trust the platform when slip-ups or, you know, issues like this have happened?
Well, I mean, as you know, I think you toured some of what we do in terms of security. The reality is, even as you do a lot in terms of security in today's world, there are challenges that can present themselves, especially when someone is putting themselves out there, right? And so, you know, we try to work very closely with each creator about what they want to do and what works for them, right? So I don't want to get into any...
See what I said in the beginning, that they probably feel like, who are you to get special treatment? Why do you feel entitled to a different type of treatment? But man, if they are telling you something is going on, that is why.
You know, specifics or details, but part of that is working with creators and, you know, trying to find them. Right now, we're definitely, you know, ramping it up to make sure creators know that we have the resources there to help them figure out what's right for them.
Again, I just want to say this. I was not at TwitchCon this year. I don't know if it was pretty obvious by the fact that I've been uploading videos in the same room every day, but I wasn't there. So technically, I don't know what it's like to actually have to go through these safety measures or to have anything happen, but I feel like it's still a lie. After this incident happened, in this same convention, after that incident, I can pull up a clip of somebody straight up bypassing a security checkpoint because the staff there just doesn't care.
Listen to this. Oh my god. Another pop. But watch this, bro. A lot of people did this.
Thank you.
Ingrid, right?
Yeah. We'll just scan in, and then we're meeting him up front.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did what? Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Oh, okay. Just
Walk past.
Now again, I'm not going to talk about the security from an event I wasn't at. I don't have personal accounts. I can only go based off of clips. I guess clips can be deceiving, but there were more clips just like that with people bypassing security checkpoints. There are clips of people being able to walk up to the meet and greet line by going through a whole back entrance that was caught on live stream multiple times.
And that's what happened with
to
the
tell
dude.
me that you care about security after this entire
He literally skipped another line to go into the line for the meet and greet and then do that.
situation, and after hearing from Emery's side that you basically were not going to do anything about this and only decided to beef up security after this got a lot of attention, I'm not believing that for a second. And the fact that you also are victim blaming in the first half of this entire speech really doesn't convince me, because you won't even take accountability on yourself, or as Twitch as a company, a platform, a con. No accountability was taken. The only fingers that were pointed at was at you, the person actually going to the convention who cares about your safety, you, the creator going to the convention that cares about your safety. And at no point in time did we reflect and see how they could have done better. Just talking about how the security is top notch. It was just,
Hey man, if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe and shit. Bro, be careful out there, because there is a lot of fucking weird people. But do not keep that in your head, bro. Just be safe out there, man. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.